Are streaming live on YouTube. Welcome, guys, to another daily live today. Today, I've got a very, very special call for you guys. We're going to be going over Facebook ads here in 2020. I'm actually going to give you a full tutorial for beginners. My business partner, actually, Brian Dixon, is going to be giving you guys a full tutorial for beginners, pretty much showing you guys how to go from complete beginner with Facebook to even more advanced here in 2020. As you guys know, platforms change. The way that we place ads changes. And Brian is always on the cutting edge. He manages multiple 8 figures when it comes to Facebook ads. He runs his own agency. A lot of you guys are familiar with him from our past few lives that we've done over the course of this week. But he's going to be diving deeper and further into Facebook ads today. I met Brian Dixon roughly about 5 years ago, and he's one of the most humble, transparent marketers and human beings that I've ever met in my life. I don't know if it's just because he's Canadian or because he's bald, but nonetheless, he's an amazing, incredible person. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to step out for a minute, you guys. I'm going to hand it off to Brian. I'm going to let him take it from here, and I will be back in a few minutes. So go ahead, Brian, take it away. Great to have you on, brother.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you for that amazing introduction. I've been, working with Josh now for the last few years, and, it's been exceptional to see the kind of success that he's created with YouTube ads. But for myself, when I got started online about 6 years ago, the skill set that I developed was Facebook ads, and I learned how to scale businesses very quickly, especially affiliate marketing businesses, people who sell digital programs and courses, whether you owned an agency and wanted to drive new leads and pick up more clients, or if you were a consultant. I teach lots of consultants how to pick up clients using Facebook ads. I've been doing this now successfully for over 5 years. I've generated over 8 figures in revenue with Facebook advertising, and I've sold multiple 7 figures of my own products and services, teaching people and educating people on Facebook ads. It's become a passion of mine because it completely transformed my life, guys. A few years ago, I was working that traditional 9-to-5 job, really struggling, trying to find that passion that fulfilled me in life. Doing something every day where you wake up and you feel excited to get to work and start working on your dreams. And working the 9-to-5 job where I was currently at in my point of life, it just wasn't fulfilling, guys. And it was until I found a mentor, just like you guys have found Josh on his channel, I found my mentor, and he taught me how to leverage Facebook ads, and starting really basic, and how to scale that into a 7-figure per year business. I've traveled all over the world. I've spoken to thousands of people on stages. I've sold over 10,000 courses and products of my own. And I've mentored thousands of business owners, guys, with Facebook ads and how to run them successfully for any business. So today, I'm going to cover the basics of Facebook ads in 2020. I'm going to show you how you can get started with Facebook ads, and how just with a few points of a click, you can actually have really powerful ads running for your business. So let's jump over. I'm going to show you some results just from one of my companies leading up from January 1st to today, which I believe it is May 7th today. And I want to show you some results. So here is a report that we run weekly. It's not some fancy report, but it shows the breakdown for our team, what we've accomplished, month to date. And we do this weekly. So this is a weekly report. And you can see here the year-to-date totals. We spent about $162,000 on this particular campaign in ads.
Hey, dude, I'm going to jump in here. Sorry about that. For some reason, they can't see your screen.
Oh,
your screen. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, let me just share.
I actually waited around to make sure that you wouldn't run into this issue. So I might have to just change this here, but go ahead and try again, bro.
I think we should be okay. Let me see here. Okay, there we go. Now my proper screen showing.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is the weekly report, guys. We basically run for one of our companies that we have, and it kind of shows the sales it shows the sales that we've produced from January 1st to May 7th. So you can see here we spent about $162,000 on these specific campaigns year to date, and they've generated about $850,000, which is about a 524% return on ad spend, which means For every dollar we're spending on campaigns, guys, we're generating about $5.24 back. And I don't know where you can put $1 in and get $5 back. And the difference is we're not selling physical products. So our margins are much larger. We're selling high ticket digital products. So we have basically 100% profit margins on that product itself, because there's zero cost for delivery. There's no shipping and waiting times. It's instant delivery, and we can scale not worrying about fulfillment, because you can have unlimited people buy a digital program versus, you have a set number of, pieces of inventory in a warehouse. And when you run out, then, you need to reorder. So we can scale indefinitely, guys, with these digital programs, but this just shows you that what I teach works. This is on a larger scale for just a few of our campaigns. And I've spent over $1 million in a single month on campaigns, in my career, which turned into multiple $1 million in revenue for a particular company at that time. So these are just active campaigns. You can click through and see, all the different weeks. So this is week by January 1st. So guys, it would be very hard for me to go through and, make this report and falsify these numbers. So these are very accurate numbers. It's what drives all of our sales. And you can see from week after week from January, our sales grew dramatically. I think the first week, let's go December 5th, we had that one. We actually were waiting on numbers. So let's say here, $30,000 for that particular week. So let's just say 30,000 from the first week of January, and we turned that into about 850,000 by May 7th. So the numbers work, the Facebook ads work. These are 100% driven through Facebook ads. And today I'm going to show you how to set up these basic ads for your business. So in Ads Manager, guys, I'm just going to show you a very basic sample campaign here that we're running. You can see on this particular account, I have multiple accounts, this is just one of my business managers. I have multiple business managers, but this one we particularly spent $145,000 on. And you can see here, these are sales. These are actual sales that we're making on a low ticket front end liquidating offer. So this is a $20 front end product that we're selling that upsells to a $97 per month, and then a $397 one-time product. And these are for the front end $20 sales. So you can see here, I've generated 26 sales with this campaign and 38 sales for this. And they're at low budgets right now because we're in the testing phase. But you can see here, the cost per result, guys, $15 for every $20 sale. So already on the front end of these campaigns, we're already making a profit of $5 per sale. And on this particular campaign, we're spending $10 per $20 front end sale. So we're already making $10 on the front end. So we can start scaling these indefinitely and just keep pushing this based off of these numbers, because now everything on the back end, that $97 per month, that $397 lifetime membership, that's all pure profit, guys. So we're breaking even on the front end of the first sale within that liquidating offer, which is pretty difficult to do. But with Facebook ads, guys, when you know how to run them properly, when you know how to leverage things like the Facebook pixel, and really understand how to use Facebook to your advantage, which I'm going to teach you today, guys, it becomes one of the most powerful tools for your business. So that should give you sort of a 10,000 foot view of myself, what we do here, sort of the types of numbers that we run. So we are a multi-million-dollar company. We run millions of dollars worth of revenue every year with Facebook ads. So guys, I know what I'm doing. Been doing this for about 5 years now and been doing it very, very, very successfully. And as Josh said, I'm not one to go out there and promote my numbers. And I've actually never driven campaigns through revenue and sold my products based off of the numbers that I've done. So this is very private information that I typically only share with my students. So I really want to emphasize that, guys, that, this stuff we're doing 24/7 behind the scenes and it just works. So what I want to do with you guys is actually show you how to set up a basic Facebook ad in 2020. So there's two things that you need for Facebook ads, guys. The first thing is a Facebook page. So we all have a Facebook profile, or if you don't have a Facebook profile, you need to open a Facebook profile to be able to use Facebook ads. But you can't run ads off of your personal Facebook profile. You have to have a Facebook page. So I'm just going to click over here to my Facebook page. This page I started building 5 years ago. And just like Josh and his YouTube channel, Josh has about 64,000 subscribers. my Facebook page acts in the exact same way. So I actually have about 70,703 subscribers on my page. So these are people who are following me. Actually, I have 72,000 people following me on this specific page. And I've been building this over 6 years. And so you can see here that all the content is all based around me, my lifestyle. There's my beautiful wife and my daughter who I met thanks to this business. You know, I have all different content that I share with my audiences, mostly value-based to really start building a relationship with my audiences. And you can see here the types of engagement, 3.1 thousand views, you know, 1.2 thousand shares, you know, 630 likes on this photo. And basically I use this platform, guys. This brand is specifically built around me. And I do this, or I did this, because building a brand, a personal brand around yourself is one of the best things you can do in 2020, guys, and beyond. So Gary Vaynerchuk talks about it. Grant Cardone talks about it. Tai Lopez talks about it. That's why these guys are building a brand around their name, because just like major influencers out there, you can build a personal brand on platforms like Facebook and YouTube very, very quickly in 2020 and build a massive following and create a huge authority in any niche, guys. And so it's very easy to do. So first thing you need to do is set up a Facebook page for you or your business. So if you have a business that you want to start running leads for, you can just start an actual Facebook page for your business. So if you click up here in the top right-hand corner, the drop-down box, you can go over to manage pages. Or if you're in the home field, you can click home and you can click pages on the left-hand side in the shortcut. So we're going to click pages, and it will show all the different pages you have access to. But if you don't have any pages, what you want to do is click create page. And so a Facebook page is what is going to allow you to set up an ads manager account and actually post on it and run ads to it to start building engagement and start generating sales or leads for your business. So you have two different options here: a business or a brand, or a community or public figure. So if you have a physical business, like let's say you have a brick and mortar business, or you have a business that operates within certain hours and has a location, you would use the business or brand. If you're building a page around yourself, you would be using a public figure. So we're going to click get started, and I'm going to create a page using the public figure. So we can click get started here. And let's say I'm just going to do Brian YouTube page, but you would just put your name here, just like mine, Brian Dixon, or your business name. And in the category, you can select a bunch of different categories. And for me, like mine's a public figure, but you could also select, let's say you're building a personal brand within entrepreneurship. You can click entrepreneur. You can type in, you know, any different type of niche that you're in, and you can build your page around that. So if you're a comedian, you can type comedian. If you know, you're an author, you can select author. If you're a religious organization, you can select religion. You know, you can just search for your category in here. But if you're building the page around yourself and your personal brand, then I tend to choose public figure or entrepreneur. So for this one, I'm just going to use the public figure. Oh, I guess it doesn't let you use that anymore. So I'm going to use entrepreneur. And we're going to go click continue. And here's where you would upload your profile picture. So you don't have to do this right now. So I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to skip the cover photo upload, and we're just going to go directly to the test page that I set up. So here's the test page that I set up. So what this allows me to do now is I can set up this page to start running campaigns and start running traffic to my posts. So what I'm going to do is just jump back over to my other page. And I want to show you a few things that I recommend doing when setting up your fan page. So the most important thing is your profile picture. So if you're building a brand around yourself, a personal brand, you want something that is showing your face. Typically, you want to be smiling, you want to be happy, you want to look positive, because positivity attracts positivity, and you become more of a magnet for people. So if you have a picture where it doesn't really show your face, and you know, maybe a picture of a car or you know, some other object, you know, it doesn't get as much engagement versus having your face in this little in the profile picture spot. Because when you run ads, what's going to happen is it's going to show your profile picture next to your name, just like your personal profile, and people want to see other people's faces. So it just builds a relationship with people. And the whole goal with building a Facebook page is to create a relationship really quickly with your audience so that you can start, promoting products and services and start monetizing that audience, just like YouTube, where, you can pump out a bunch of organic videos and you can start building your audience, and then you can start directing them to your different products and services that you're selling. So first thing I always recommend using, like I said, a good profile picture, something that's close up to your face where you're smiling, positive, happy. If you do have a business that you're building this around, you can just use your business logo and put your business logo there. And then you just want to go over to the About section, and you want to go in here and just edit these different sections. So you want to, the category should be entrepreneur. If you're setting up as entrepreneur, like I did on the other page, you have your name. You can add your username here. And this is important, and it will help people find you in search engines versus just leaving this blank. So what you want to do is change your username to something unique, and people can tag your specific page, or they can search for the specific fan page to find your page easily with this username in the search bar. So you do want to set a username for your page, something that's simple and easy to remember for people who do visit your page. Let's go down here. You can enter your page info and contact info for your business if you have one. I don't have specific hours that I operate by. I don't have a physical location, so I don't put any of that information. I don't put my personal phone number because I run campaigns worldwide. And if people get a hold of my phone number, I would never hear the end of it. So I don't put a mobile phone number on there. And I do have, my different URLs to my website. So you can go to, you can add your website here as well if you do have a website for your business or you're selling a particular product and service. So this is just for one of my products that I sell, the Traffic and Sales Academy. So I just have that link there. The amount of click-throughs it gets through from the page, it's not that high. Most of my click-throughs actually come from the ads, which is what I'm going to show you when we actually go set up the ad campaigns. But it's very important to have this page set up properly so you optimize your ads once they're set up. Once you have your the contact info set up, if you want to add this information, I believe you do have to add a website. I may be incorrect about that. But down here under more info, you can add about, this is me, I'm an entrepreneur, investor, world traveler, and Facebook marketing expert. Change your thoughts, change your world. That's just my about me. Then my biography, you could actually read it here. I'm not going to go through it, but I put a little bio of who I am and what my business is about, which is always good because people will read that to kind of understand more about your page, who you are, and what your business is about. And then you can add products, menus, I guess, if you're a restaurant. And that's basically it. So the important thing is having the about, the biography, and just your username. So if you have those three things in there, that's really going to help your page increase the amount, or it's going to help increase the amount of engagement on your page once we start running ads and position your page where it needs to be to actually start monetizing it. So next thing, once your page is set up, guys, I tend to post 3 different pieces of content, and it really doesn't change depending on the niche that I'm selling products and services. So whether I'm in affiliate marketing, which guys, I've done well over $1 million in affiliate marketing with Facebook ads. So I know a lot of you are affiliate marketers on Josh's YouTube channel, and I've done millions of dollars with Facebook ads and helped a lot of companies promote affiliate products with Facebook ads. Whether you sell your own products, digital courses, whether you're a consultant, whether you're brick and mortar business, I've used these methodologies for all different industries and niches. So what I do on my Facebook page is I tend to run a lot of content. I tend to run a couple pieces of content that are specifically driven to generate leads for my business. And secondly, I drive content to be able to grow my audience on my page and be able to retarget them with those specific ad campaigns. So I do this with 3 different types of posts. I do it with video posts. I do it with inspirational posts, like just quotes and maybe like tips of the day. And 3, I do it with personal posts to be able to build a relationship with people. With my industry, I speak to a lot of entrepreneurs, people ranging from people who still have 9-to-5 jobs, who are just getting started building a business online, to people who have massive success building businesses online. So I speak to a wide range of people. So what I want people to know is that I'm an actual real person, that everything that I show on my page is actually congruent with my personal profile. So if somebody goes and looks me up and adds me as a friend, they'll see that I am who I say I am. And I just want to build a real personal relationship with my list on Facebook. So just like an email list, guys, these likes on my page are my Facebook list. These leads or these likes have produced multiple seven figures off this specific page. And so with these likes, just like my emails, I can actually retarget them with ads for a very, 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 very cheap cost. I'm going to show you today how we're going to build your page audience really quickly with some basic ads. And I'm going to show you how to show you how to post these specific posts. So let's just go through my page. I'm going to show you the three different types of posts that I like to run. So one is a video-based ad. So this is actually just a quick video on my lifestyle. And so you can see here, I just created this simple video, and then I was running a, let's let that finish. So that was just a very short video, guys. That kind of shows my lifestyle, but I was retargeting my audience for a specific program that related to Messenger bots. So I was giving away a $497 Messenger bot masterclass. If you actually go to that post, you can just follow the steps, comment, and you can still get access to it for free, guys. It's there if you want to. But I run video ads. I run these types of ads, personal ads. So I actually show my wife, my kid. I'm a real person. I'm blessed to have them. I met them thanks to this business while I was traveling. I met my wife. And we actually got married last 2018, December 30th in Hawaii. We had a beautiful baby girl. She's 10 months old now. And now thanks to this business, which I share now all the time, guys, because I got started just to travel the world. And now thanks to this business, I get to watch her grow up every day, which is the coolest thing in the world. So you can see here that, I've been able to retarget my list and retarget my likes. I got 2,000 likes on this photo, 24 comments, 15 shares. And you can see the amount of people that I've reached, guys, like 14,713 people. And I think I spent like $30 on this post to promote it, but I want to keep building a relationship with my list. So every post that I post on my Facebook wall, I run like a $5 a day ad to re-engage my likes on my page and even be able to drive new likes and start building my audience on my page. And with, so I run personal posts. Then I run these just quote posts, and these are great to run. So with Facebook, you can't actually run, you can actually create an ad with the background like you can on your personal page. So when you can create a post on your personal profile and have the color behind just like this, where this is black, you can't do that on your fan page and run an ad to it. So what I do is actually create this on my personal page. Then I just screenshot the image, upload the image onto my fan page, and then I just run some traffic to it. This was another $5 a day ad, but it got some really great traction. I had 57,000 people who this reached, over 6,300 people engaged on the ad. So I had 3.1 thousand likes, and I had 17 comments, and I have 1.2 thousand shares. So every time somebody shares this, guys, that's free traffic. So there's over 1,200 shares of this post of free traffic, people who are clicking to your page from friends who have referred those people to your page, which is the best kind of traffic. And they go ahead and like your page. And I'm going to show you a trick here in just a second. So I run the quotes, and then I also run like tips, and I'll give away tips, where I think this was a story of how I found this hat and how this hat came to be. And I kind of just share some inspiration, share some tips, and just share my journey, guys, of what I had experienced that day and sort of the breakthroughs that I had. And then I just run ads to that as well. I think this one, 781 likes on this, 26 comments, and 1 share. And I think I ran this for a couple of days. I didn't run it for too long because I didn't reach too many people with it. But what you can do, guys, the power in running these ads to your posts on your Facebook page is that every single person that likes your post, you can click on that, and you can actually go ahead and invite all of these people to your page. And when you invite them to your page, they become a like, and they become a follower of your page. So you can actually retarget these people who go through, they see your post, because now they're starting to build a relationship with you. You can now invite them to like your page, and then you can retarget them with ads as well, which again builds more of a relationship with your audience. And so, this seems really time consuming, going through and inviting all these people. So what you can do, guys, is go to Google Chrome, and I have it right here where it's called the invite. Let's see, I'm going to click this. So it's invite post likers to like page for Facebook. So what you want to do is type this in to Google, and you can go to just paste this, and you're just going to type in plugin, and you're going to go to Chrome, and you can download this extension. So you just need to type this in, guys: invite post likers to like page for Facebook, and you can add that as a Chrome extension. And now all I have to do is go to my page, and these 3,000 likes, all I'm going to do, I just have to close that. All I have to do now is click that 3.1 thousand likes that I paid to have, see my ad. And then I'm just going to click the invite button. And now what it's going to do is actually go through and automatically start inviting people to my page for me. So now I don't have to do anything. It's just one click. And so it will invite up to 490 people per day. I wouldn't push it past that. If you do, then Facebook can kind of see that a bot is managing your page, and you can get flagged and have your page shut down or unpublished. So you just want to make sure that you follow this limit. And once it hits 490, it will stop. And then what I do is I run this every day. So you can wake up in the morning and you can just run this and start building likes on your page. And so guys, this is like additionally free traffic that you're able to get on top of the people who go ahead and see your ad and actually like your page. So this is a great way to start inviting people now into your ecosystem. And so once they're in your ecosystem, once they like your page, then we can run all the retarget ads we want, which we're not going to cover in today's video. That's more advanced. But this is just showing you exactly the power of running simple ads and how you can start building your likes on your page really quickly. And so I'm going to walk you through now how to set up a Facebook ad campaign. I'm going to show you how to set it up to one of these specific posts on your Facebook page, and we're going to run some traffic to it. And then I'm going to share with you exactly how you can start building authority today and start getting 1,000 to 3,000 likes per day on your Facebook page for less than $10 a day. And I'll show you exactly how to do that if you stay to the end of this training. That's typically what I share in my private inner circle group. So if you guys stay to the end of this training, I will walk you through that, and I'll show you exactly how to set that up and how to start building authority immediately on your page. Because when you can start doing that, you can start building pages like this very quickly. And the thing is that you want to have some authority on your page, and running those simple page-like ads that I'm going to show you how to get likes for under a penny. You basically run them till you're about 5,000 page likes. And then from there, you can start running your other campaigns, and it will give your page some authority, because there's lots of people, guys, especially in today's economy, with everybody having different products and services that they're selling online. People do their research, and if you're running an ad for one of your products, even your business, and they go to your Facebook page and you have like 10 likes, you're going to get comments and be like, well, this guy only has 10 likes. He must be, he must be a fraud, and this must be a scam. And I see that all the time with new people and new businesses setting up pages. So what we teach you how to do is how to get 1,000 to 3,000 likes per day. We do that in about 24 to 48 hours. So you get around 3,000 to 5,000 likes on your page, and then you can set up your paid ads so you don't run into that issue and you overcome that hurdle and objection that people do give when they see your ads and click through to check out your page. So, okay, so next thing we want to do is set up a Facebook ad. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that, and it's very, very simple. So first things first, let's go ahead and post a very simple post to the page. So you can go ahead, and a couple of great resources that I use is brainyquote.com and goodreads.com. I use those two resources to find a lot of great quotes. So what I'm going to do is just go to brainyquotes.com. Oops, I spelled that wrong. And we'll set up a campaign from start to finish. So this one, I'm just going to run an engagement ad to start building those likes on the actual post, so I can start inviting people and start building followers on my page. So I'm just going to pick an inspirational quote. We're going to pick popular topics, inspiration, and let's just take this one. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. And we're going to copy this, and I'm going to go to my page, and I'm just going to paste this on my wall. And we're just going to make sure to remove the embedding they have. And I'm just going to leave it like that. So believe you can, and you're halfway there. So you can run, I typically run a picture with my quotes or put them into a meme. It's really a great resource. This is canva.com too. So if you go to canva.com, it's a great resource. It's completely free to use, and you can create awesome memes. They have tons of free templates here as well. So I tend to create memes around my quotes, but I actually see a lot of success just running text status sort of quotes on my page as well. So we're just going to post that to my page. And now I'm going to set up an ad campaign around this specific post. So here we go. It should be posted to my page. I'm just going to refresh this. Okay, so there it is. Believe you can, and you're already halfway there, Theodore Roosevelt. So now what I'm going to do is go over to my ads manager account. I'm just going to go select, I'm just going to select one of my personal accounts. This is just all off my wife's personal page. And then we're going to go ahead and create an ad. So I'm just going to delete all these actually, because we haven't used this in a while. Let's see if it's going to let me. No, I don't think it is. But when you log into Ads Manager, so there's two different ways that you can do this, guys. So I have a business manager account. So what you can do is go to business.facebook.com and set up a business manager account. But if you're just starting out running ads, it is good to have a business manager account because you can, there's a lot more advanced tools that you can use, like the Facebook. You have more flexibility with the Facebook pixel, and you can share things between accounts. But if you're just getting started, you're a complete beginner, all you have to do is up in your search bar here is just type Ads Manager and click Ads Manager. And you're just going to visit Ads Manager, and that will take you to the Ads Manager account that's already connected to your Facebook account. You have an Ads Manager account automatically set up for you when you sign up for Facebook. So we're going to click visit, and that's going to take me over to my Ads Manager account. And we're just going to go back over to my wife's account that we were using for the test. So when you log into a brand new Ads Manager, it's not going to have any of this stuff here. It's just going to be blank, and you're going to have a blank canvas to work with. So the most important thing is just understanding how the Ads Manager back office works. You have the 3 different tiers. So you have, I should say 4 different tiers with the tabs. So you have your account overview, which just gives you an overview of your entire account and of your campaigns. At the campaign level, these are the different types of campaigns that you're going to run that house all of your ad sets and your ads. So at the ad set level, that's where we're going to select the audiences, which are going to be built in with the campaigns. And then within the audiences, we're going to create ads to send those people to. So you have your campaign level, you have your ad set level, and your ads. And so Facebook makes this really easy for you to set up. So all you have to do is click the create button here, and it's going to populate all all 3 tiers. So what I'm going to do is just select create a campaign name. So the campaign, again, remember, is going to house the audiences, the ad set, and the actual ads. So I'm just going to type in BD fan page engagement test, and you can call this whatever. I typically put the name of the campaign and the audience that I'm specifically targeting for that campaign and the campaign name. But for today's lesson, I'm just going to put the campaign name. You can call this whatever you want. Buying type. So you have all the different types, buying type we want to leave as auction. Campaign objective. You have all these different types of objectives you can run with Facebook ads. And with this specific objectives, you want to pick the objective that's closest to the result that you're trying to achieve. So if you're trying to get traffic to your website, just send traffic and clicks to your website or blog, you can use the traffic objective, and where you just type in add your URL in the ad, and you would send people directly to your website. You can target app installs. If you're running a video on Facebook and you want to target video views or optimize, I should say, for video views, then you can select video views. Lead generation. These are great, easy ads to set up to start generating leads fast for businesses. There is a disadvantage to this though, because you have to keep the person native on the platform versus sending them to your website or sales funnel. But it's a great way to build a list fast. I won't cover that in today's training, but I will cover that in later trainings. The page post engagement ad. This is the most common one that people use. This is what we're going to use today because we want to get likes, comments, and shares on the post. So the post engagement ad is to specifically optimize for people who want to like and comment on your post. And then you can have the page like ad, which again, if you stay till the end of the training, I will show you how to set up the page like ad. The event responses, like if you're running an event, you can target people for, you can optimize for people who would have interest in going to a live or in-person event. You can actually target people in Messenger and actually start Messenger conversations. We do really advanced Messenger targeting with ManyChat. We're not going to cover that today. That could be in a later video. And then conversions. This is actually the second most common one that I personally use. We're actually optimized for conversions when I send people from Facebook to my sales page. And so I can track for opt-ins, which are leads, like people who put their information on your website and you collect that information. You can convert for sales and optimize for sales. And you can basically convert for any like add to carts, like purchases, page views, whatever the objective is with that conversion pixel. And a conversion objective, that's what you choose. And this is when you get into a little bit more advanced techniques where you're using the Facebook pixel and you start optimizing with the Facebook pixel. And we won't cover too much of the pixel today, but the pixel is the lifeblood of your Facebook business manager or your ads manager. This is really what's going to really help you optimize your campaigns and really start maximizing your ROAS, which is why we've been able to achieve a 5.2x ROAS on those specific campaigns because of the Facebook pixel, because Facebook is smarter than you guys. And the reason why I've been so successful with Facebook is because I let them do all the work. I don't get too complicated and too detailed with my actual campaigns and my audiences. And I build a lot of data on the Facebook pixel and then let the Facebook pixel go find my perfect customer for me. So you can actually tell Facebook, once you have enough sales through one of your sales funnels, you can say, okay, now that I have this data, now I want you to go back out and find the people who are most likely to buy my product. And they will go out there and find those people without you having to go dig through audiences and target the right people. They do all that work for you. And that's how we've been able to optimize those campaigns I showed you previously to under $20 per customer acquisition. And we're actually profiting on the front end. But for today, we're going to go into the post engagements, because if you can learn post engagements, you can learn any other ad objectives, but it's a great way to get started. And it's going to build confidence when running ads, because you can get results the same day. And it's going to be really cool seeing you start building likes and comments on your actual first ad. So let's go to the post engagement. I'm going to select that. And we're not going to get into A/B split testing or CBO, campaign budget optimization. The ad set name. So this is your audience who you're going to target. So your page will be built within a specific niche. So you need to understand who your audience is. So is your audience interested in knitting? Are they interested in like NFL football? Are they interested in playing the guitar? Are they interested in off-roading or UTV riding? Are they interested in gymnastics? Are they interested in learning more about affiliate marketing or generating leads online with Facebook ads? You need to understand what your audience is all about and who you're targeting and what their interests are. So let's say you're building, let's say you want to generate leads for your real estate business. So your real estate business, you still need to know who your ideal buyer is. Let's say you're selling homes within the $500,000 to $1 million range. There's a specific type of person who would have specific types of interests within that income bracket that you can target on Facebook. So let's say you target keywords like luxury travel, or maybe they bought a brand new car within the last 6 months. You could target their interest. Maybe they like expensive things. Maybe they are looking for houses within a certain income bracket within a certain area. You can target these things with Facebook. And when you're running your page posts, these specific ads that are building a relationship and starting to build that audience on your page, you could target and speak to those people directly. So let's say you're a real estate agent. I'm in Colorado right now. I live here with my wife. So the Denver Broncos is obviously, tons of fans here. So if you're a real estate agent in Colorado and you're a fan of the Denver Broncos, I would build your page around targeting people who like the Denver Broncos. And that's what I typically suggest when anybody's building a business online, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. Target people who share very similar interests to you, because when you're selling your product or you're having conversations with these individuals, it's going to be a lot easier conversation having a conversation with somebody who relates to the same interests as you. So for me, when I started, I wanted to travel the world. I built my online business so I could work 2 hours a day and travel the world. And once I started doing that, I started targeting people who shared that same interest who wanted to travel the world and had similar interests as I did. So when I talked to people, it would be very simple conversation. It would just flow, and it'd be like, oh, great. Well, we have the same interests. This is awesome. And people want to hang out with people, and they want to buy things from people who share the same interests as them, because they just want to be a part of a community that they feel good in and they can feel a part of. So let's say, go back to the real estate agent example. I know a lot of people, actually not a lot, there's a couple real estate agents that started doing this through one of my buddy's agencies, and they built it around football teams because they had a passion for, one of them was a LA Chargers fan, and one of them was a Rams fan. But they built their business around football teams because they loved these teams so much that they targeted people specifically with their ads on Facebook, targeting people who are looking to buy or sell their homes that love the Denver Broncos. So the conversation was easy when they opened up. And with the Broncos, as you know, last season, it wouldn't be that difficult. You say, oh, well, what about that loss, last week? And it was an easy conversation to open up, and lots of things to talk about when it comes to the Broncos, or not actually last year, not that much to talk about in the last couple of years. But to say the least, there's an instant interest that you can build with your audience, using those types of techniques. And they actually, this guy, both of these guys averaged 14 new deals a month, guys. They were doing over $1 million. Sorry, not $1 million. They were doing over, they were averaged $1 million per deal, doing 14 deals per month because of these ads. And it was, my buddy had a 20% interest stake where he got 20% of the closing commission. So, I mean, he was doing multiple six figures a month with running these campaigns for these real estate agents. But it just shows you the power of Facebook, guys. So when you're picking your audience, I know I want to bid on that, but when you're picking your audience, you always want to select an audience that you can relate to. So for me, I'm going to pick personal development. I like to focus my business on people who are looking to invest in themselves. And I usually stick with a broader audience because there's a lot of people out there that want to learn how to build a profitable business online, but they may not know it yet. So I'm just going to type in personal development. And I'll show you once we get in here. This is just building the shell for your campaigns. And once we dive into this, then you'll actually see how to choose the audiences and how easy it really is, guys, with Facebook. So ad name, I'm just going to run the quote. So this is just going to be the quote. And usually I put the actual quote in here just so I knew which ad it was, but I'm just going to put quote for these examples. And I'm going to save this to draft. And as soon as I save this, guys, it now built out all three tiers. So now I have a campaign level. So this is the campaign level. And now that I'm created this level, I don't need to do any more. Campaign level is already done. So what I want to do now is click on the campaign level and go down to the ad set level. So this is where I created the ad set name personal development. That didn't actually select any audiences. I just named it that so I know what audience I'm targeting. And so now we can actually select everything from the budget to the people we're targeting, to the platforms we want the ad to be shown on, and the different countries that we want to show this ad to. So the cool part about this business, guys, that I'm in and that Josh is in, is that we sell digital products online. So we can instantly run ads to every country in the world. And obviously there's specific countries that are profitable with the products that we're selling, but I can immediately run my campaigns to the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, parts of Europe, parts of South America. And I'm now blasting my products to all of, and not just my products, but my ads and my engagement ads to these people all around the world, where you can build an audience, an international audience that you can sell your products to almost instantly. And that, when I saw that with Facebook, when I first got started, it was a game changer for me. So daily budget, I actually like to start my campaigns on $5 a day just to optimize them. And it's a good way to see if they're going to get some good engagement. I do scale that to, once I scale, guys, I'll scale to $100 to $500 to even $1,000 a day on specific campaigns, but that's generating, multiple six figures a month in revenue, from those campaigns. So you can start with $5 a day. And typically what my goal was to get my campaigns up to $30 a day, my lead generation campaigns. When I got them up to $30 a day in the specific niche that I was in, that's where I was able to break free from my job and start making at least 10K per month online with affiliate marketing at the time. And that was $30 a day with Facebook ads. But let's say you're in a business that your typical lead acquisition cost is like $100. You would want to set your daily budget around that when you're running your lead ads for that specific, for your specific company. But what I've seen with Facebook ads, guys, is typically people who have, let's say their lead acquisition costs from other lead sources $100, I've been able to get leads for businesses for like less than $10 for the same quality of lead they're paying 100, and I just flip those leads to those companies. So again, that could be saved for later trading, but there's a lot of benefit and to running Facebook ads, and you can get some pretty awesome results. So that's why I start with $5 a day, because I let Facebook do the optimization, and a lot of times I can get some really good wins for a cheap budget. So not everybody has huge budgets, and Facebook, you do not need a huge budget to win, and that's why it's great for beginners to start using it right now. So you can set a start date. I typically just let it run, and I don't set a start or end date. You can, if you do like run a specific campaign for a specific period of time. Let's say you're running a contest for 30 days and you have the ad campaign running for those 30 days. If you want to run it for those 30 days, you would set the dates, and Facebook would actually optimize better from what I've seen. They will optimize that campaign better within that 30 days because they want to get you the best results for your budget. Because for those 30 days, you'd set a lifetime budget. Let's say your budget was $1,000 for the 30 days. They'd split that evenly across all 30 days, and they try to optimize to get you the best results within that time frame. And when I do those types of campaigns, I do use the start and end date. But for 99.9% of my campaigns, I just run the daily budget and run $5 a day and let Facebook do the optimizing. So once that's set up, you have like custom audiences down here. We're not going to get into that now. That's a more advanced tool. But you do need to choose a location depending where your business is operating. So for me, as an affiliate marketer and selling products like digital products online, where I can sell my products all over the world, I tend to choose United States, Canada. I like to choose the tier 1 countries: United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. So I typically start with these countries when I run my campaign, because I want to start even the engagement campaigns, because I want to start building my audiences in these countries. And these are the countries that I'll retarget. But I specifically build in these 5 countries, guys, when I start my campaigns. And obviously, if your business is specific to like, Toronto, Canada, and that's, where I was born, but Toronto, Canada, then you want to target Toronto, Canada specifically. So I'm just going to remove these. So you can get as specific or as broad as you'd like. And I'm going to show you how to get really broad when we talk about generating those page likes for really cheap. And so let's say your business is more specific to an area. You can do Toronto, let's see, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And then you can set a radius. So let's say you only want to target like within the city. You can put 10 miles and it will hit the city plus 10 miles around it, which is a good radius to target. Or let's say you have a business in Toronto, but you can go out to 50 miles. Then you can set that out to 50 miles and it will cover a radius 50 miles around Toronto. And let's say if you want to expand to different areas around Toronto, then let's pick London, Ontario. Then I can go out here and I can scale this radius out. So now I'm covering London and the surrounding area, and Toronto and the surrounding area. So depending on how large your radius is for your business, you can get fairly specific here. I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to select for these purposes, United States, and just select one country, and then the age group. So again, you want to be specific with your age group. So if you're targeting, let's say your audience is of an older age bracket, or let's say you're selling a product that's in a higher income bracket that would speak to an older demographic, you'd want to make sure to select the proper age group. So if you're selling $1 million homes, typically you wouldn't want to be targeting 18-year-olds, because most of them aren't going to have the money to buy a $1 million home. So if you want to target people who are $1 million homes, and let's say they're retirees, you want to target somebody who would be like 50 to 65 plus and start there. But you really want to get specific on your age bracket. And let's say you're building an audience around your personal brand. What I do is typically target within my demographic and my age group, so they're more relatable to me. So I'm 32 right now, so I would select something from like 27 because we sell higher ticket products. I don't want to target somebody who may not have the funds, at like 18 years old to invest in our programs. And then I would usually leave it to 65 plus because I can speak to those age groups with the products that we sell. But if you want to get really specific, you could do like 27 to, if I'm 32, I would go to like 27 to 40. Let's see, 27 to 42, and build it around that demographic, which they would relate to you more on a deeper level. versus somebody who may not, let's say for our business, may not have the technical aptitude to be able to understand how to run campaigns and do all this stuff. But we do make products that serve to an older demographic. So I typically go to the 65 plus. But you do just want to select an age group that makes sense to your business. You obviously don't want to be putting ads and spending money on campaigns that speak to a different demographic. So gender, you can select male or female, depending on your products. My products, we're able to promote them to both genders. So I usually just leave it at all and run it that way when running the engagement posts. Woman, if you're a woman influencer, or you want to build a personal brand around your name and your brand, your personal brand, I would recommend targeting woman only. And this is just from what we find. And unfortunately, when you target men and you're an attractive woman and you put posts out there, even if they're really value-based and inspirational, motivational posts, you're gonna have a lot of guys in your inbox sending you pretty derogatory stuff. And unfortunately, it's just the nature of the beast. And a lot of men are pretty disgusting when it comes to what they do on social media. So if you're a woman, it's one of those things. I know even if you have a business that targets males and females, a lot of times, just forewarning you, if you do want to target both genders, that's okay. But you can get a lot of males sending you and commenting on your photos and sending you private messages that don't typically align with what you're trying to sell or promote. And it just can be a big time waster. And a lot of the messages, you do not want to go through. So this is just from my experience running tons and tons of traffic with a lot of female clients. And we mostly target women now for our female clients. But just forewarning you, if you do target men and women, there's a possibility you could run into that issue, and a good possibility. So I'm just going to leave it at all for myself. And the detailed targeting, this is where you're going to select your audience. So this is very important when you're first starting to build your Facebook page and starting to build the data on that pixel. So as I called this audience, I called it personal development. So I can actually just type in personal development, and I can select personal development as a keyword. And you can see here, so based off of my demographics, I can reach 45 million people with my ads, guys. 45 million people with my ad. And so that's a ton of people. You only need a small percentage of that people to really be successful and build a good sized business or good income with your business. So if you want to get more specific, there's two things you can do. So I can target personal development specifically, which maybe I'm competing against more people because the word's more generic. Or what you can do is click the suggestions button. So unlike YouTube, you don't have to do a ton of keyword research, guys. Facebook does it all for you, and it's very simple to do. And I don't get too caught up in actually finding like good keywords to convert. I just test a lot of broad audiences with my with our specific industry. So you can click suggestions, and then it pulls up all of the different words that are related to personal development. So it actually didn't bring up too many good ones here. I don't think it pulled them, but let's see. If I go here, usually it pulls up the ones that are related to personal development. So I'm just going to exit out of that. Let's just try Tony Robbins. And go to Tony Robbins, and then we'll just click suggestions. So there we go. So it's pulling up all the relatable keywords. So you can either go very broad, or you can target people, and you can actually specifically, create posts. Let's say you're running a quote from Tony Robbins, guys. You can pick that quote, put it on your page, and you can run it to people who like Tony Robbins. There's 10 million people who like Tony Robbins. If that quote was from Tony Robbins, you could run it directly to his audience, directly to people who have an interest in Tony Robbins, and you're obviously going to get a lot more engagement because they can relate to that keyword. And then you can go out and you can do the Robert Kiyosaki, Think and Grow Rich, Gary Vaynerchuk. Like, these are all different personal development people in that space. And so you can actually go ahead, you can just select Tony Robbins, or if you have a generic quote or your own sort of inspirational message you want to share, you can select all these keywords and build a big list off of that. And I don't worry too much about my audience definition. I see a lot of like Facebook marketers saying, oh, you have to have it within like 500,000 to optimize your campaigns. I actually find the bigger it is and the more broad, once I have a lot of data on my pixel, the better the conversions I get. And lots of times I don't even run interests. I don't even run detailed targeting once I have enough data built on my page and on my pixel, which again, we're not going to cover today, but I will cover in future trainings. But the potential reach for this is 11 million. I think that's great because I'm sharing a inspirational quote. I think a lot of people in these audiences would relate to it. So I'm going to leave that at 11 million. And you can actually reach people beyond your detailed targeting. I don't typically select this. I just like using it, using this potential reach, but you can expand it past these keywords. And what this means is that when you select, let's say you're running campaigns to these keywords, if Facebook finds that there's another keyword or audience that is converting better outside of the keywords that you picked, then it will open up that audience to those keywords, and it'll expand your audience automatically so you don't have to. So it is something you can do. Typically with the potential reach of 11 million with these big audiences, you're not going to see that much of a difference if you use this or not. And I just like Facebook to optimize within that specific audience, and that's just me. So we're going to scroll down here. So once you pick your interests, then you want to select your placements. So depending on the campaigns that I run, a lot of times I'll just do automatic. So if I'm running a conversion campaign, like for generating an opt-in or a lead on my sales funnel, I usually leave automatic, where Facebook will place the ad across all their networks, mobile, desktop, and all their affiliated networks. And I seem to get the best engagement and optimization and conversion rate on those campaigns when I use the automatic placement. Again, I want Facebook to do all the work for me, and I like to give them enough info that they can go out there and start optimizing the campaigns. So in this particular case, though, with the engagement ads, I want to show that directly on Facebook to the Facebook news feed, because what happens is automatic placements, when you run a Facebook ad, it actually places it on Facebook, it places it on the audience network, it places it on Instagram, it can place it in Messenger. And so what happens, Instagram actually has a ton of great engagement, and it's a great place to run retargeting ads, great place to run conversion-based ads for, again, for lead generation or for actually converting for sales. Instagram's a great place to run. So that's why I leave it on automatic placements, because I get a ton of conversions from Facebook and Instagram. But what happens if you're running an engagement ad specifically on Instagram, you can't, you won't see the engagement on your Facebook page. So let me just run back over to my page here. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. So you won't actually see this engagement on the photos. You won't see your likes. So when you want to use this invite tool, it won't work. So people are already liking this post. But see these 2,000 likes here? If I run it, let's say only to Instagram, you won't see the likes on the photo, even though you posted it here, because it's on a separate network, and you wouldn't be able to use the invite tool and start growing your audience on Facebook. So for these particular engagement ads, I want to use Facebook only. So I'm going to unselect audience network, unselect Instagram, and I'm going to only select the Facebook newsfeed. You need to make sure to unselect the in-stream and the in-article. There's see all these different platforms. Like, this is why Facebook's so good, guys, because it puts your ad across all these networks. But for this, I only want it to show in the Facebook newsfeed, and I'll leave it all devices, but you can actually select different devices, whether you want to select it on or show it on mobile or desktop. I just leave it on both and let Facebook optimize, even though based off my data, like 90% of people will be on mobile. Facebook will automatically optimize for mobile device once it starts running. So once that's set up, that is all you need to do at the ad set section. And then all you need to do now is just go to your ad, to the ad level. So here I have the Facebook page. So you need to make sure you select your Facebook page. I'm going to see if I have my page here. So you need to select the appropriate Facebook page. If you only have one, only one should be showing. So I'm going to select my page to run the ad to. And then you want to set up the ad. So right now we want to use an existing post. There's two different ways that you can set up a Facebook ad. You can actually run traffic to a post that is directly on your page. So a post like this, or what we're going to do is set up an ad to this quote right here. You can run an ad directly to the post on your page directly, or you can create what's called a dark post ad, where the ad is actually running in the background. So it's not directly posted to your page, but you can create an ad that has a button on it that actually runs in the background. And you can just do that by creating a post. But for this circumstance, we're going to go ahead and run traffic to a post on the page. This is the this is the easiest way to do it. This is typically how I run most of my campaigns if I'm not doing lead generation. So I run it to an existing post on my page. So I want the engagement to show on my page. So we'll click use existing post. And then what we need to do is click select post. And then it's right here, believe you can, and you're already halfway there. We want to use that post. I could select any of these posts. So here's another one that I actually had that's on the background on my page. I've cracked the code to helping entrepreneur business owners and add additional 6 and even 7 figures to their business. This is actually an ad I ran for another high ticket product that I think it was down here. I'm not showing all the engagement on it, but there's all the different posts here that you can run to. So these are all the different posts that are on my Facebook page, and I can select any of these posts to send that traffic to, guys. So for this example, we're going to use the post that we posted to the wall, which is believe you can and you're already halfway there as the quote. And we're just going to click continue. And now that I've selected the quote, you'll see here in the ad preview, the actual post that you create. If you created one, you'll see what it looks like once you've created it. Or if you're selecting a post that's existing on your page, it'll just show the preview here. And if it doesn't show the preview, just make sure the ad preview is on. And so once you have this set up, we're just going to go ahead. I like to use the Facebook pixel in this. If your Facebook pixel isn't set up yet, I believe there should be a switch where you can automatically turn it on. We're not going to get into this in today's training, but you can just click that and it will set up your Facebook pixel for you. But this just runs the Facebook pixel. All it's doing, whether you run engagement ads on your page or run conversion ads to your website, I always want to place the pixel across all the platforms that I have, like on my website, or you want to place your pixel across all the websites you have to collect all the data. But then also on your Facebook page, when you run these engagement campaigns, it automatically builds data from your likes, from the people who engage on your posts, especially videos. You can build custom audiences off of videos and then retarget people who watch your videos up to a certain, let's say if you want to target people who've watched 50% of your video, the duration of the video, you can target those people specifically. So there's millions of things you can do with Facebook ads, guys, to optimize. And it all starts with running posts like this, just to get your first ad up. And then from here, we can actually get more advanced. But now that this is all set up, all you have to do is click publish. And what this is going to do is you'll see here up in the top corner, I'm just going to show this again, close. It's going to be publishing that ad. So now that it's published, I'm just going to refresh this page. It should show in review. And so now that this is in review, Facebook is going to review it to make sure that it's compliant. And then typically within 24 hours, your ad will get approved. This one should get approved within like 30 minutes or less, just because of the content of the ad. It's very, very simple content. But now once it gets approved, then that's going to send traffic to this post on Facebook. So once you start getting traffic to this post, every day in the morning, I would run this invite tool. So when you start building likes on your photo, you can start adding those people to your likes on your page. And in future training videos, guys, I will show you guys how to use more advanced features with Facebook ads and how to actually retarget your followers and how to set up campaigns specifically to generate leads for your business and for and to start generating sales as well if you're running a sales funnel. So if you guys have any questions, I don't have I'm going to go over to the YouTube video, Josh. I don't have that in front of me. But if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the questions box there and I'll go through them. I know I was kind of running through all of that pretty quickly, but we have a lot of content to cover, guys. And I hope you guys got a ton of value from this. So let me just jump over here. Can you see the content or the questions on your end, Josh?
Give me just a second here, brother. I'm just trying to get my Yeti microphone to work. So give me just 1 minute here. I'm just plugging it back in real fast and it should be.
Okay, I got it here. I think we're good to go.
Can you hear me okay, brother?
Yep, I can hear you fine. I actually pulled up the questions here.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I'll go ahead and go through the questions for you and we can just switch back to the talking head.
Awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, Colby says the content is awesome. Thank you, Joshua and Brian. How can I find out what my competitors' audiences are? Sean asks. That's actually a pretty good question for you, Brian.
So I'd be curious to see what type of niche you're in. I don't, honestly, with Facebook, like the interests, I don't worry about competition, guys. Maybe that's just me, but I've never thought about my competitors when running Facebook ads because there is so much, it's not like, there's still so much potential for growth, guys, with Facebook ads that there's so much traffic and out there that's available to you, and it's constantly growing every day with new people, getting onto Facebook, that I've never really worried about competition. I've just typically worried about defining who my audience is that I'm speaking to, and really focusing on hitting those interests that would relate to them. Because what's going to happen, guys, is you have a Facebook pixel, and we'll cover this on the next training that we do. The Facebook pixel, like I said, it's the brain of your business when you're running Facebook ads. Like, Facebook is going to start building data based off of the engagements that people make on your posts and on your sales funnels. Let's say if you're generating leads for your business, and it will optimize based off those leads. So once you have some data, what you can do is then build what's called lookalike audience. So you can actually build audiences off of those lists. But I will give you a very strategic sort of idea that you can use if you're an affiliate marketer that works really well. Not all companies will do this, but what you can do is you can reach out to different, let's say you went to ClickBank and you're promoting a specific product off of ClickBank. You can actually reach out to that person who launched the offer. And yeah, you can actually reach out to that person on ClickBank, and you can ask for a buyer's list of that product, and you would sign an agreement or just make note that you have no intention to remarket to this list. But sometimes, not every time, they will give you their buyer's list that you could upload into your Facebook account and go build these lookalike audiences off of. So you can automatically get those, your competitors' data. And even with these affiliate marketing companies, some of them, I mean, it's a 50-50 chance that they will release a buyer's list. It's a very risky thing to do if they don't have a personal relationship with you, but that is an option. If you are an affiliate marketer, you can actually go ahead and grab these customer lists and build lookalike audiences off of them and custom audiences. But when it comes to competition and finding out your competitor keywords, there's different tools that you can use on the internet for this. There's tons of ad spy tools, guys. So you can go and search. I'm just going to share my screen here. This is a great tool that you can use to actually see your competitors' ads, guys. So you can see your competitors' ads. I've been doing this for so long that I don't typically worry about my competitors' ads because I do my campaigns in a very unique way. But you can go and type in Facebook ad spy tool, and there are free spy tools. Let's go free. Let's see if I can find the one. But there's a bunch of different spy tools that you can use. I know Big Spy is a good one, but I think you have to pay for this. But oh no, this is free. But if you want to get the actual data, see the keywords, you do have to pay for it. But you can type in, any keyword here and actually search these different ads. So from Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, you can find specific niches. And once you log in here or register for this platform, you can actually search. But you can see here all the different ads from all these different companies. And you can actually search specific pages or company names, and it will pull up the ads for those companies. And this is almost like cheating when it comes to running ads, because you can literally find the highest converting ads for your competitors and you can duplicate them. So for my business itself, most of my ads are built around me and my stories. So I don't really focus on other people's ads. But for most people, if you want to, basically steal, ad ideas from other people who are running successful campaigns, these tools are great, but they do typically have a monthly cost if you want to get the most use out of them. And they will actually give you all the demographics. They will show the age group, the locations, the keywords that they're searching. And again, they do this for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, AdMob, Twitter, Pinterest, and Yahoo. And I know a lot of guys who use Big Spy. I actually used a different spy tool previously, but they got shut down or they closed down. But I paid $200 or $300 a month for that. I don't think Big Spy is as much, but it is a great tool to use for those of you who do want to get out there and spy on your competitors. So this is one of the #1 tools I would recommend when looking at your competitors' ads.
Nice, dude. Great response. Man, people are fired up, dude. They love the content here. Rickard says, amazing content, you guys. Powerful stuff. Alan asks, what do you do with the Make Money Online ads and Facebook shutting your account down?
That's a great question, guys. So I've been in the Make Money Online niche for years since I got started. I've always had an income stream in that arena. And obviously, as most people know, if they've run ads that have anything to do with Make Money Online, network marketing, business opportunities, investments, anything like that, Forex, crypto, they typically all get shut down because, and even fitness and nutrition, making weight loss claims. So, and even relationships and dating advice, you'll get a lot of stuff shut down because the issue is that people are promoting in a way that is very, it makes big promises. And if you are Facebook, compliance itself will not allow you to run ads that, let's say like lose 30 pounds in 30 days, or even lose 1 pound in 30 days. If you're making promises or even claims in your ad specifically, and it's like, hey, you can join this business opportunity and make $1,000 a day, those will all get disapproved because they are against their community standards, and it doesn't create the best experience for Facebook users. So you have to understand that Facebook has nothing against business opportunities or network marketers or affiliate marketers, but what they do have something against is maintaining a great experience on Facebook. So if everybody was allowed to go out there and just run business opportunity ads, you would see get rich quick stuff everywhere. People be like, make $1 million overnight, and
people
it would
that don't want to
flood
even
the
see
Facebook
it.
platform with just crappy content.
Right.
We want Facebook in 2020 is a value-driven platform. If your ads can deliver a ton of value up front, and I'll give you guys a secret, typically my ads are anywhere from 800 to 1,000 words long, where it gives a ton of value in a story type frame. And then at the end, it has a call to action. It's the exact same format that Josh uses in his YouTube video, where he gives a ton of value up front in his YouTube videos. And then at the end, he says, hey, click the link in my description if you want to learn more about what I'm promoting. And so if you give a lot of value up front, if you have let's say you're running a network marketing or you're in a network marketing opportunity, you could run an ad saying, hey, are you struggling to enroll 20 to 30 new leaders in your company every single month? Well, let me tell you about my story when I struggled for years actually trying to build my network marketing company. And then they go into a bit of a story, and then you say, hey, these are the 3 things that I've done. And one of them can be like, hey, I learned how to use paid advertising with Facebook. Then 2, I learned how to follow up with people through Messenger. And 3, I learned how to, scale my business and turn my leads on autopilot, something like that. But you can give like 3 pieces of value, guys, in your post. And then at the end, it's like, hey, if you want to learn more about the opportunity that I'm using that has allowed me to, create these allowed me to create these results in my life, just click the link below and check out the offer. Mm-hmm. And so there's nothing in those posts that is directly saying, hey, I'm going to teach you how to make $1,000 per month, or teach you how to make $1,000 per day. I mean, if Josh and I could get away with that stuff, guys, we'd be cleaning up even more off of Facebook and YouTube. YouTube's a lot more flexible with that stuff, but the key is just delivering value, guys. So if you're going to write your ads and you're in an industry that is not favorable by Facebook, I run ads in network marketing, business opportunity, crypto, all that right now. And you just need to make sure that your content on the front end is valuable. And then the pages that you're driving them to, they have to be compliant, which a lot of affiliate network pages are already banned. And so there's lots of videos on Josh's YouTube channel that will teach you how to, create pages that you can put in front of your offers to get them approved. But there's a whole process to that. But the key is just delivering value on the front end, guys, with your ads and not getting too salesy. And you should have no problems getting them.
Right. Or even have like a compliant offer on the front end.
Yeah.
Right. So if it is a biz op, maybe instead of promoting the biz op directly, you're promoting something on the front end that has to do with maybe personal development, right?
Yeah.
Or take it from that standpoint and then lead people down that path. Like there's high ticket biz ops that will just get shut down on Facebook, like Easy One Up. There's OPM. There's some other high ticket opportunities that would just get shut down if you tried to direct link to those. So what you should have, and we've talked about this in countless videos now, is have a front end offer. And that offer could be a paid offer. It could be a guide. It could be an ebook. It could be the 10 steps to success online as an entrepreneur, something like that. That's not so hypey and so biz-op-y and get rich quick kind of schemey. So making sure that your offer on the front end isn't the actual offer that you're trying to promote. So for example, what we can do is we can use the high ticket affiliate secrets, which is what we promote on the front end, which is compliant with YouTube ads. which is compliant with Facebook ads because we don't make income claims. We're not promoting a biz op on the front end. We're promoting a guide to teach people how to pick the right niche and how to pick the right product when it comes to affiliate marketing. Completely compliant. And you'll see that like on the copyright here, how to launch a highly profitable online business promoting other people's little known products. Compliant. We don't make promises. Nothing like that, right? It's how to launch a highly profitable online business, or even how to start a highly profitable online business. We're not making a promise that that it's going to be profitable necessarily, right? But we're showing people how you would go about starting a highly profitable online business. So it's really in your copywriting. It's really in your wording. You can kind of say, how to make 10 grand a month pretty much without saying how to make 10 grand a month. It's like how to create a highly profitable income, or how to create profit producing income or something like that without making promises. So it's really just in your wording. I would recommend study other people's ads that are getting approved on Facebook and look at them and kind of model what they're doing with their headlines, capture pages, all of that good stuff. And I think that would help a lot of you guys overcome trying to become compliant. But just like Brian said, it's not that people hate affiliate marketing or network marketing or biz ops. Facebook doesn't hate it. It's the fact that in your wording, if you're making false promises, if the experience is bad for the consumer, then it hurts Facebook at the end of the day and their brand. So, or else Facebook would just be a cesspool of just spam and spammers and random chicks that don't exist trying to add you on Facebook so they can get you to their, we don't need to go there. So nonetheless, let's see if we've got any other questions. Let's see. Looks like we're good. I mean, we had a couple up here.
Silas said his business manager got disabled.
Yeah.
And he submitted it for a review, but they didn't resolve it. And then eventually they just banned him. So, Stylo, so what you can do, and unfortunately this is just the, one of the risks of, running Facebook ads, but a lot of times today, especially with the changes that Facebook has made, they won't just shut down your account immediately. They'll actually reject your ads and they'll give you a reason as to why they got rejected. Before, you could get your account shut down just immediately. And it was a pain in the butt because we would have compliant pages and accounts that would get shut down over and over again, but it was just Facebook doing Facebook's thing. Today, their platform's a little bit more stable. But when dealing with Facebook, guys, it's really difficult because one thing they don't have is a great support line. But what you can do is appeal your account disable. Once your account is disabled, you can appeal it and you can get feedback from Facebook. But what I suggest when speaking to Facebook, don't be rude, don't be arrogant, don't tell them that the issue is their fault. Ask for help, because what happens is like they deal with so many of these issues all the time. And for me, trust me, guys, I've gotten pissed off. I've woken up and had accounts that were running multiple 6 figures a month in campaigns that were down in a second. And it takes hours, if not days, to get all that stuff set back up again. I've gone at Facebook before, even after spending, millions of dollars with them. There's still times where, they've treated me poorly. But that was just my ego getting in the way. And I'd write that into an ad and be like, I can't believe you guys have done this. I've spent millions of dollars with you. My business is now shut down thanks to you guys. And just being very, very direct with them because I was upset and my business was hurting. But they get back, they said, well, unfortunately, we can't review your account. It's shut down for good. But what I've noticed is when I've gone at them and said, hey, like, I'm not sure what happened. I set up some campaigns. I'm relatively new to running campaigns on Facebook. I believe my ads are compliant. I would really love your feedback and I would love to learn how I could resolve this issue with your help. And I appreciate your help in advance and looking into this issue for me. And what I always do is say, I run ads as an agency and my agency is my livelihood. And, I would really love your support to be able to help me get this issue resurrected. And typically I get some good feedback where now I'm actually getting accounts reapproved at least 90 to 95% of the time, where before I almost had like a 0% resurrection rate. But if your account does get banned, guys, If you are running campaigns and you need to get them back up immediately, Facebook can take a few days to get back to you, but you do need to go set up a new profile. So you can use the same computer as long as you haven't created multiple Facebook accounts. Typically, you could use the same computer, guys. You just have to go in, create a new Gmail, set up a new Facebook account, and set up a new business manager. And I would always add some content to that new Facebook account you set up so it doesn't look like a dummy account. But then, yes, you did mention, Stylo, that you should warm their ad accounts before starting conversion ads. That's why we start with the engagement ads like I taught in this video. So you start with engagement ads, guys, so that you start building a relationship with Facebook. A lot of times engagement ads have really high relevancy scores, which means your content's awesome. So when Facebook says, hey, this guy's got awesome content, he's been running on his ad campaigns, and then you go run a conversion ad, they're going to treat you better than that person who just runs, ads that have a really low relevancy score and low quality. And we won't get into that today, but there are areas where you can actually check the quality of your ads under the custom settings and all of that. And you can actually see how Facebook is viewing your ads. But there's really no direct answer, Stylo. I would just, if you've already been banned, you're at a point that you need to set up a new Facebook account and start a new business manager. And that's the only way you can get around it. And it's a pain, but it's just the nature of the beast.
Awesome, man. Thank you. I think that will wrap it up for today, you guys. I mean, we've been on here for, how long has it been? Almost an hour and 20 minutes. So we've actually got another call that we're jumping on with our 7-figure partners where we actually dive deeper into this stuff. So if you want us to help you create your campaigns, critique your campaigns, make sure that your messaging is right, your targeting is right. Obviously, there's many variables when it comes to Facebook ads. I want to invite you guys to, jump on board with us with our 7-figure partner program. And all you need to do to qualify is click the link below at this video. If you obviously like the value of this and you want more, then go ahead and do that. And we'll actually see if you're a good fit. So when you do click the link below, it's going to take you to a case study page that, kind of gives you a case study on how to take your affiliate marketing business from 0 to 10K a month, and then from 10K to 100K a month. And also there's a video below that first case study video where I go deeper into YouTube ads. But what's really cool about what we've got going on is that Brian has been genuine enough to, allow you guys to get access to his course as a bonus for free for being a 6 or 7-figure partner member, which means you're not just going to get access to his Facebook ads course, but you're also getting access to my YouTube ads course as well. So go ahead and click the link below, book a call with one of our certified coaches. And again, this is not to sell or tell. Hopefully this piece of content has done that for you. And by now you should know if you're a good fit. Obviously there's a investment required, but regardless, we hope that you got value from this video, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next one. So if this is something that interests you, you want to dive deeper into Facebook ads and YouTube ads, watch the affiliate case study below. And this isn't just for, affiliate marketers. You might go to that video and say, I'm not an affiliate marketer. That's completely fine. You can still access our courses alone if you don't want to leverage our whole entire system. But if any of this is confusing to you, just click the link below and it'll outline our program in more detail. So again, guys, thank you so much for jumping on, and we will see you in the next live.